Hi, this is Anne McNamara and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So here we are in my favorite town of Palatka, and it is a typical, cute, small American town. And you're here as a visitor, as I was a few months ago, and you look around and you think, I don't know what's happening. It is 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock on a Thursday morning. Well, actually, what I have found is behind the facade of this big but seemingly mysterious building is a thriving industry that is employing 8 people and doing some really interesting things. And this to me says it all about small town America. So let's go in and meet Miss D, who runs the place. So again, we're going to follow all this facade, and she needs all this facade for what she's doing inside. And here we have the owner of this fine establishment, Miss D.
Well, hi, how are y'all doing? Come on in. It's a little cooler in here than it is outside right now, isn't it?
It's great. So this is huge. I couldn't believe how big it is. How big is this space?
Oh my gosh. Let me see. Over there is about 8,000, the other building. This side over here downstairs is about 2,800 that I make use of for the actual shop. When I opened in 2013, the only section I had was this.
So you've been here for 11 years?
Almost. Be 11 years in October.
You have nearly 12,000 square foot. You've expanded once already. And you're doing some really interesting stuff here. Do you want to show us around?
Sure. Come on. So the way we've got everything organized is that the fabric resides in 305, but this goes a ways back. So these buildings were built in the 1890s. And what you see here is the original wooden floor that was milled by Wilson Cypress, which is a historical. They were the second largest lumber mill in the whole of the United States. And they were right over here on River Street, which is a big deal. There's a lot of history here in Palatka that people could draw on. So, and then this used to be my classroom area right here. So I had my machines and I had my classrooms here. It was touch and go for a little bit. And then we can come back this way.
So you have bolts of fabric here.
Yes, ma'am.
And how does it work? If I wanted to start quilting, do I start with the fabric choices? Where do I start?
You pick out a pattern.
Okay.
Usually the pattern speaks to you. And then we start with asking a simple question like, what's your favorite color?
Okay.
What colors do you like together? Then we go out and start gathering the fabric up and breaking a pattern so you can get started.
Okay.
It's not uncommon for a customer to say, these are the colors I like, go get me something, and we do everything. And then there are times when the customer knows exactly what they want and they do it all. We just check them out when they get ready to go.
So if I had no machinery at home,
yes,
could I do it here with you?
Sure. We have sewing machines that you can rent. We have a long arm machine that you can rent. You can pay us to do your long arm.
Brilliant.
So yeah, some people quilt by checkbook. That's what it's called.
That would be me.
Yeah. So this is our classroom area. Fit and sews that come in here, they stay all day Friday. Once a month, they have a group that comes in on Thursday. They're in from morning to late afternoon. We bring in educators from all over the world. So we have different kinds of events. COVID really put a kibosh on that because there was a lady from South Africa who would come here and teach, but because of COVID, she doesn't get to come anymore. Things just got too unpredictable. But I bring in educators from all over the United States and all over the world to teach classes here. We have a bit of a mess over here because come Thursday, we're going to be doing Facebook Live, and all the fabric over there we're going to be showing and announcing that it's on sale. So we're going to have that. And then Friday, all day Friday, we're going to spend cleaning this entire area out because we're going to be setting up tables over there, and we're going to be having a high tea on Saturday.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So this will look completely different come Saturday. It will all be moved out. And we put everything on wheels that we can. So it makes it easier to move, right?
And these are some of your quilts. And
yes.
So a machine like this, how much would a machine like this cost?
Well, this, let's see, this goes with this table. It's previously loved, so I'd probably let it go for about $4,500.
Wow.
So I could set you up with a 16-inch row in your home for $4,500. Now, if you want to do some serious quilting, we have these machines over here. So you can see that that is a 24-inch throat, 26-inch throat. We recommend this particular machine for folks who think they're going to go into production work on their own. And there are quite a few people who do. So, but we do recommend this machine for that.
And this machine is how much?
We're looking at about 27.
Right. Wow. $27,000.
Right.
Wow. And so somebody that you're doing this commission for, would they be producing travel bags commercially?
No, ma'am.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, no, ma'am.
And
we could. Now, if somebody wanted to do it commercially, we're happy to help them.
yeah.
We absolutely could do that.
Yeah.
Because you can see we can gin them out very quickly. If we can run 2 at a time, we can gin them out very quickly, and they can go into production work on doing their bags.
Tell me about the people who've come in here and what they're looking for and what service you're providing them.
Well, it's interesting because quilting is a universal community. It used to be something that was started at a very early age and then carried throughout your life. People moved away from it. So it used to be, when I first opened my business, it was older ladies, retired, disposable income, well-educated. Now, I have ladies coming in who are 45 and 50 saying they miss the home experience. They want to learn. They're buying machines so that they can start doing their own sewing. Some of them are making apparel. Some of them are doing quilting. So it's kind of interesting how things are coming full circle. The community spirit, it really bubbles up when these ladies get together. They enjoy it. The worst thing that happens is that I come into them and I ask them, I say, okay, my quilt show is in April. Who's going to help? I only have to ask once.
Yes. I was at one of your quilt shows.
Yes, ma'am.
Tripping over volunteers.
Yes, ma'am.
The quality of the quilts and the loveliness of the community was what really struck me.
Yes, ma'am. It is, it really brings people together.
Yeah.
It does, quilting. We have Quilts of Valor who come in here, and these ladies come from all over the state to work on quilts for the military. Folks who are no longer in the military, Quilts of Valor. They donate their time and their money to create those beautiful quilts to be awarded to the military veterans. And it's all done out of love. Quilting comes from the heart. There's no other way for it to be. So,
And how many people do you employ here?
I think I've got about 8 part-time. I've got 1 that's full-time, but everybody else is part-time that works here. I have full-service tech that's here. Then I've got 3 people that work on the long arm. And then I've got 2 young ladies that work on that side. So, and I've got educators that teach classes. So, yeah, wide range of skills. Okay.
So how many customers have you got?
Okay, well, I have a database of over 6,000 customers that I routinely send emails out to, ad campaigns to. So the way it works is it's kind of cyclical here in Florida because we have snowbirds that come in the fall and stay through the spring. So the traffic during that period of time is pretty high. During the summer when the snowbirds go home and, the out of doors call, the numbers go down a little bit, but it always picks right back up again come the fall when school starts.
What's the proportion of your customers that come to group activities versus just walk-ins?
Have a large number of walk-ins, large. I'm a destination shop, which is different from most of the other quilt shops in the state of Florida, in that I get people that come in from Orlando, Daytona, all the way up from Destin, St. Pete, Tampa. They come specifically to Palatka to visit my shop. That's why they come. And then once they get here, they're looking for the best place to go eat.
Yeah.
So I put a lot of people in chairs in the restaurants locally when they come.
Okay. So here we have a business owner who's got this phenomenal facility, who's employing 8 people, who's selling huge value machinery, who has got all the ingredients, who has to single-handedly market her destination. And when people come here then, what are you finding the issues are to keep them? Like, you're a great draw. Like, what can we do with them next?
Okay, so you can't just attract a quilter with fabric, right? You have to be able to kind of sort of entertain them.
So now you've got them in. How could we keep them? What do you think your customers are looking for in Palatka that we could keep them here all day?
So my customers from out of town frequently talk to me about what a terrific community this is. So they come to my shop, of course, but they're looking for something else to do when they get here. They like antique shops. They like great restaurants. They don't want to go to the same restaurant every time they come here. They want an opportunity for change, and they want to see boutiques. That's what they're looking for. A nice gift shop. So if there was something that when they got here that could fill their time, they would spend a lot more time in Palatka than what they do right now.
Yeah.
Some of them just come, get what they're looking for, and go back home. But I honestly believe that with a few changes, that we could actually capture their attention for considerably longer than that.
Yeah, I agree. I think we need to be marketing ourselves. If everybody marketed themselves as well as you do, I mean, you spend a lot of money on marketing, don't you?
I do.
Yeah. And you use Facebook?
Facebook predominantly.
Yeah.
Billboard to get people off of I-95.
Yeah.
And I do. People from England because of the billboard. So the billboard, email, constant email to my customers.
So we've got a destination who's investing loads themselves on marketing, and the support that she needs is a town that will support that will attract people in for other areas and then come in here to quilting. I would never have given quilting an iota of thought in my mind, but I think about it all the time now because I want the end result. I may not want to do it, but I would like to be able to say I'd done that. I didn't even know there was a service where I could have a creative expression, do the design work and have somebody else do it. And if I did something like that, how much would that cost? Something that square sort of thing, roughly, that I
Oh,
could
no, that's
design.
special.
Yeah.
So let's not go with that one.
Okay.
So let's go with, let's just go straight over there. That one's probably about $175.
$175. So I get to create a piece of art for $175 that I get to say I did this and I've actually given it to you. So people like me need to know about this place.
All right.
So what does Palatka need to help you be more successful?
Oh, we need more shops like this because that's what people they come to look for. They look for the boutique type shops, a gift shop, something that holds their interest when they're here.
Yeah, exactly. And do you think we have enough real estate to allow that to happen?
There is real estate that could certainly be used to do that very thing.
Yeah, it is a lot of real estate. It just needs investment, doesn't it?
Yeah, it needs somebody stepping up because whenever I opened the quilt shop almost 11 years ago, I was told I wouldn't last 6 months. And I said, no, never happened. I made it a year. They said, oh, you won't make it much longer. It's been almost 11 years and made it right here in Palatka when everybody said it couldn't be done.
Why did you choose Palatka?
I was born and raised here.
Okay.
So it was just a natural, easy.
Yeah. And well done. You've done a beautiful job. And you've done a great business. And it's really inspiring. And it's inspiring creatively and it's inspiring business wise. And I think with a few more ingredients in this town, you could be really well supported.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much for your time and well done again.
Thank you.
So revitalizing towns isn't rocket science. There is a formula that has been tested over many years, and I've been part of observing or delivering that formula in the UK. And the key elements are you have got to have a strong community. There has to be a willingness to support and make change together. You need to have connectivity. You can't do this in the middle of nowhere. And you need to have the political will and drive. And I believe Palatka has all those three things. I think the elements that are missing, and these are really important, is Palatka needs its theme. It needs to define what it is for, and then it needs to market that. So if you look at a city like Orlando. We know that you go there for Disney, you go there for fun. It's built off the Disney theme. You go to Gainesville, it's because it's a college town. It has all the things you associate with college towns. St. Augustine, much smaller, but it's a beach town and it's historic. What is Palatka for? So defining what its theme is really important. And that theme, I think you'll be able to see, is already coming out in some of the videos I'm doing here. It's got a very independent theme, and it's people who really care about the town, and it's about people who can make stuff. And I think making stuff is really important. The second thing that needs to happen, so there's three things. One is, what is it for? Two is, the second thing is, let's drive that home with marketing. Let's get defined, organised town marketing where we all buy into it as owners, as producers, as entrepreneurs, and start driving that out to help people choose Palatka for that requirement. And the last thing is, it needs affordable real estate. So there is plenty of real estate in Palatka, but it's not the right sort of real estate. It needs to be made affordable for the startup stage. It needs rentable by the week, it needs to be de-risked, it needs to have smaller spaces, it needs to be cheaper, it needs to be more disposable. So the first properties that I do, that's what I'm going to be doing. It's going to be affordable spaces for people who can take it or leave it and build their businesses. And I think that is doable as a commercial model.